Hello everyone, this is the Pocket Passer and I'm your host Randy White. In this video we're going to be breaking down exactly what the Chiefs offense did from a schematic standpoint to get their third Super Bowl the last 5 years. I thought their game plan in the second half, the corrections they made were terrific. We're going to go over exactly what those corrections were to get themselves the overtime victory and officially claim a dynasty. I think the biggest issue with the Chiefs offense early on was a lack of physicality against this 49ers defensive front. The 49ers defensive front clearly, and really the front seven, defensive line and linebackers included, they seemed more ready to play a football game than the Chiefs offensive line did. One thing you're going to notice that the Chiefs and the 49ers did a lot when I do the 49ers offensive breakdown is the Chiefs, they go in two tight end sets a lot. And that's something you're going to see in the NFL more and more frequently. We saw it more frequently this year. There was a big movement for 11 personnel, which is one tight end, one running back, three receivers for the last several years. And now we're seeing kind of a return as defenses have adapted to be more fast. Now offenses want to get more physical. So you're going to see two tight ends, and the Chiefs are going to run two tight ends a lot. So you've got Travis Kelce and Noah Gray out here. Noah Gray and Travis Kelce. The idea is to be able to run the football against this. However, the Chiefs do not have a good play call for this defensive front. So what we're going to have here is the 49ers are running an even front. The 49ers typically run an even front, which I'm assuming is what the Chiefs anticipated. 49ers come out first play of the game, and they run an odd front. The Chiefs are running center tackle power. So you're going to get a block down. The guard has to block down on Hargrave. This guard has to block down on Chase Young. We're going to just completely ignore him. He's not a problem. But the center right here is going to loop around and block Nick Bosa, who's going to fire off the ball and meet him here. And this tight end's ideally going to block here. So we want this tackle right here. Ideally, a crease gets made right here and right here. So the path to run comes through here. And we want this tackle to lead up through here and likely block off the double team. These two guys are going to work up to here. Tackle, likely going to block Fred Warner coming to meet here. That's probably what we want this tackle to block. That's probably the idea of what we want to see from this play. There's a lot of drawings here, but trust me, it makes sense. But that's not what ends up happening. What ends up happening, they motion Rashee Rice in. Hargrave fires off the ball immediately. This play is now dead. So that's where they messed up offensively. They called a play that probably would have worked perfectly fine against an even front. But because Hargrave is lined up so close, because Hargrave is lined up right over the center, there is no possible way for this left guard to beat him if he fires off the ball. And he immediately fills the vacancy that the center makes, so there is no possible way for this play to work. Honestly, should have checked out of this play. I don't know why they ran it. They bring Rashee Rice in to block over here, by the way. But yeah, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And it gets blown up. You're going to see he fires in there. And now this tackle, who originally probably would have worked up here, they would have had a double team on Dre Greenlaw, I'd assume. And then either this is not working up to him and the tackle gets him, or he gets him and the tackle gets Fred Warner. Instead, he has to block Hargrave. The center takes a bad angle, or not really a bad angle. It's honestly a good angle from the center. He's got to get the upfield shorter. He's going to force Nick Bosa down this way. But the penetration from the defensive tackle forces Pacheco to stay high. So now there is nowhere for him to go. Instead of being able to punch through here and have him be blocked, he's stuck. Great job. Physicality early from the 49ers defensive front. We're going to see it again. They run a little screen here. You're going to get Kelce motioning across. This ball's here. Greenlaw's already sprinting. This tackle has to block Dre Greenlaw before he gets to Travis Kelce, and that's just not going to happen because Greenlaw recognizes it so quickly, and that's what you don't get from Oren Burks. And again, you'll see Chiefs, they're in 12 personnel. 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. And you're going to see them do that a lot. You're going to see the 49ers do it a lot when I do that breakdown. I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times. This matters because they want to get physical. They want to get the ball in space to playmakers, and they want to be able to block. They want to use these tight ends to set up runs, set up run fakes off of them, and make the defense respect the run game because it's much easier to run the football if you've got 2 tight ends in than 1 tight end and 3 receivers, especially when your starting tight end is mostly known as a receiving tight end. So they bring Noah Gray in. He's their blocking tight end. He's going to get this corner, but it just doesn't matter. The corner gets sealed off. Dre Greenlaw shoots this, beats the tackle, and the play is just dead. And that's why Dre Greenlaw's injury was such a huge loss. You're going to see his reaction time, his ability to see. He moves out there, and he just fires off the ball. Again, not a great play. Dre Greenlaw moves over here pre-snap. I'd love to see them attack some kind of an inside zone off of that because he widens himself out of the run gap. Or maybe some kind of a power or a base run. They don't do that. They put themselves in 3rd and long. Now here we go on 3rd and long. Chiefs are going to stay in 12 personnel so that they can jam and get some protection. They're going to put Travis Kelce in motion this way. And then he's going to run basically a hook in the middle of the field, trying to hold Fred Warner in here. Maybe hopefully attract some safety help if they can. That doesn't happen. They bail. They play smart. And then they're going to try to get a high-low on this corner right here. So this corner right here and this nickel right here, they're basically going to go 3-on-1 in here, hold these guys in here, and try to create an opening to throw the ball. So he's going to run a deep post. He's going to run a wheel route off of that to really put these guys in a bind vertically. And then McKinnon's going to jam and release to the flat. And the idea is if he takes the wheel and he takes the post, if Fred Warner has to chase this flat, then you're going to get Travis Kelce in the middle. If the safety comes down on Kelce, you get the post over the top. If he runs with the post and he doesn't run with the wheel, then you get a shot play to the wheel. So the idea is to put these guys in a bind. The Niners play it right. So Kelce comes across. You also get a hook down here at the bottom, but that's a very late part of the progression. Mahomes is going to look. They play it well. This corner bails. Nothing's open. He just has to take the check down, and the Niners come up and rally to the football. They got the Chiefs behind the sticks early in the downs, and then their defense has good rush line integrity. Look how they've got Armstead, the defensive tackle, lining up on the offensive tackle. Their pass setting, good rush lane integrity there. Bosa keeps Mahomes from being able to get out of the pocket effectively. They force the check down, and that's the end of that drive. Very successful opening drive defensively by the 49ers. The Chiefs make it clear early in this game they're going to establish the run to set up the pass. They want the 49ers to commit to the run game. This is a pass-happy team. They're going to be more prone to play the pass. They want to say, hey, stop us on the run, commit to the run on early downs, and then we're probably going to go to the pass on early downs later in the game, but we want to set up run to kind of get you accustomed. Here, they're going to run power again. This time it's guard power, so you're going to block down on the tackle. Now this time, fortunately for the Chiefs, the 49ers do come out in an even front, which is, again, what they typically run. So you're going to get block down, double team block, release up to here, double team to here, and this guard is going to block Nick Bosa right here. So that's where the crease comes. They bring him in motion across, out to here to pull him out of the play. And now a nice crease opens up right here, right here. They get the block down on him, and that hallway opens up right here, and they get a nice 10-yard gain. You're going to see motion brings him out of the play. Block down. Bang. That's the crease right through here. Kelce's able to block him out of the play. This is actually a really good block by Kelce. And they come out in 11 personnel here and run the football. First drive, they come out 12 personnel. They come out in a running formation. where the defense has to respect the run and then they run out of it. So they see the run coming. This time they come out in 11 personnel. That's 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Now they're more apt to play the pass and then you run out of it. And it turns up a nice gain. Now, the last 2 first downs they've had, they ran the football. They come out first and 10. This is the first time they've gained a first down. And now they're going to come out in empty set. I don't love this. I think empty set on 1st and 10 is typically a mistake when you're telling the defense, hey, we're passing. 49ers are clearly man aligned here. Man coverage all the way out. You got Dre Greenlaw lined up on a running back and Isaiah Pacheco. 1 high safety. This is screaming 1 high man with Kurt Warner referred to it as cop. I've heard it called cover 1 hole. So he's just going to sit and take away the first in breaker he sees. Now the Chiefs to the front side here, they're going to run a whip concept and a dig over the middle. Greenlaw bites down on this whip. So this is open right here in the hole with this safety dropping as far as he did. If Mahomes gets time, this left tackle gets beat badly around the edge and Mahomes gets dunked on. So it ends up not mattering. It's actually a double whip concept here. These corners are going to play outside leverage. So the corner's entire goal is to funnel everything in to this hole man and to this safety from the outside. They're going to funnel everything in. Number 1 responsibility in cover 1, man coverage. Corners want to keep outside leverage, force you to throw inside. Mahomes drops back to pass. Chase Young wins so quickly, but as you can see, he's wide open because he's playing outside leverage and he's keying the vertical route over here. There's nothing going here. They run kind of like an under with Watson. So again, there's nothing going here. And Mahomes just gets sacked immediately. And now you've put yourself in 2nd and long again. On 2nd down and long, the Chiefs ran another screen out of bunch. It got blown up again, and they put themselves in another 3rd and long position. So now that's back-to-back times. So they take a negative play on 1st and 10, and then they resort to a screen on 2nd down and 10. Just a quick little screen out here, a smoke screen. And again, blown up by the linebackers, seeing it and running to it and just blowing it up. So now you got 3rd and long. And the Chiefs right now, they're going to run a curl, an inside curl, another curl out here, and then they're going to jam and release to the flat, jam, release to the flat. Now the key with curls is you always want to attack these flat areas and force any flat defenders like Greenlaw and Logan Ryan to either choose the hook window or the flat window. Hook window or flat window. When you jam like they do right here, it allows these guys to stay inside and sit into the hook window so Mahomes can't make this throw over to this hook or make this throw over to this hook without throwing the ball directly to these guys that just kind of drift into the window. But they also stay over the top of these shoot routes because they get out so late thanks to the jam. So he can just sit in here while still being over top of the shoot route and being in the hook window. So there's nowhere for Mahomes to go on this 3rd and long. And sure enough, the play gets blown up and they have to punt again. Now, in the 3rd drive, the Chiefs finally seem to put some rhythm together. You're going to see here, they build off of what they set up. They run the ball on 1st down the first 2 times. They come out in 12 personnel. It looks like they're running the football again. They go play action, and they're going to try and attack these 2 defenders right here. So what we've got going on here is this route needs to get higher. Kurt Warner talked about this. You want to drag him out of the play. Then you get Kelsey kind of sitting in the hole here. He's supposed to be running a corner route this way. And the goal is to put this guy in a bind as well as this guy. If he wants to sit here, get over the top. If he wants to sit here, then just take your check down. That's exactly what they do. take this check down as everyone just kind of follows Kelsey this way. Then you got a hook in the middle of the field that is also wide open. But they do a good job here, right? Niners bail. Okay, take what the defense gives me. I'm going to take it underneath. Get about 8 yards. Come back the next play. Niners are in an even front. They're going to try and attack right at the middle here. Block down. And this is just, again, I talk about the physicality. That right side gets bullied. They get hands on Pacheco. They stop the run. Look at the kind of push that they get on this right side. Powers them back. They run counter. And the squeeze that they create takes away this crease. The goal is to create a crease right through here. They sit in it. Now Pacheco has to run directly into a defensive tackle. They wrap him up and they take him down short of the first. Now the Chiefs do a good job sticking with the run game here, not bailing on 3rd and short. They motion out. They're so tight inside. This is a free run inside. Just block down, get Humphrey out in space. He actually falls, but Noah Gray does a great job blocking Fred Warner coming sweeping across here. You're going to see his job is just to protect this area. You're going to get a block down, block out. And then Rashee Rice fumbles the football. All is well, though, at the end of this play. So it is what it is. And then you're able to come back now and take a shot on 1st and 10. You just ran the ball. Now we're going to set it up. 12 personnel again. Show run again. Now we're going to pass out of it again. Passing out of 12 personnel. I love it. Set up the run. Make the defense be ready for the run pre-snap. They run kind of a cover 2 invert here. They're going to do a good job blocking down. Noah Gray helps block down on the end. Get Mahomes space. And now you've got a high-low on this safety. He's got the deep post. He's going to win inside here. And then you got Travis Kelce running a corner route. So his job is to read this safety. If he takes deep, you throw the corner route right here. And it's free money. And you're going to see Travis Kelce is just baffled by Mahomes' decision to not throw this. But this is the first drive where the Chiefs offense kind of gets into a rhythm. They convert a 3rd down, then they dial up a shot play. Mahomes gets pretty lucky with this throw because Gibson just kind of loses the football. But you're going to see here, right here, he lets this ball go. But before he lets the ball go, he has turned his hips to run with this post. Travis Kelce, look, watch him. His hands go up. What are we doing here? Pat, Gibson loses the football. You get 1st and 10, down at the 9. Of course, it doesn't matter because we know what happens the very next play. Again, I like this motion right. Then you get a jet motion right, get the whole defense shifting left, and now you're going to run counter. Noah Gray doesn't block his man effectively enough. The man he's supposed to block forces the fumble. Travis Kelce's all upset on the sideline. I mean, this is a nice play. Gets the block. Pacheco's got one man to beat. He beats him. And Noah Gray can't hold his block on Lenoir, and a turnover is created. And of course, it's Pacheco's fault for not holding onto the football. But still, come on, Noah. Get that block. Now the Chiefs get to what they want to run. They're going to motion across 12 personnel again. 2 tight ends, 1 running back, 2 receivers. Play action again. Now, the original goal of this play, I'm assuming, is to affect this triangle of defenders. So you get a jam and a hook, a flat off of the play fake, a deep corner, and then a deep over. So he's getting, the initial goal is to get across the field. When this play action happens and these linebackers stretch the field and then they get out here, a void opens here. So Rashee Rice sits right in here in this window. Kurt Warner was critical of him for not getting out here and affecting these players to force him to make a decision between the flat and the over. Either Rashee Rice gets open or the running back gets open. I get Kurt Warner's criticism. However, my issue is this gets open if not for a lack of physicality. And I talked about in the first half, the biggest problem for the Chiefs is physicality up front. We're going to see it again on this play. because Rashee Rice gets open. Pat Mahomes is going to turn this loose right in this void, and it's going to be 1st and 10. No problem. What happens? Offensive line gets bullied. He gets pressure in his face. Now he wants to throw it, and the safety has recovered. It's too late. He knows it, pumps again, spins away, and then it results in an intentional grounding, and ultimately they get too far behind the sticks, and they eventually have to punt and go 3 and out instead of a 1st and 10. This is not on receivers' decision-making. This is solely on just the pass rush of the 49ers, creating pressure, forcing Mahomes to hold it because he can't throw into the block. And then it's not open, and they ultimately have to punt because of it. Now, finally, late in the half, on their field goal drive to end the half, the Chiefs finally put together a drive that feels like a real drive. They get rolling here. They use some motion across with Kelce. They're going to pull attention left, and now they're going to hit the 49ers with a pin pull toss. If you don't know what pin pull toss is, there's a pin and there's a pull. So the pin is this tight end right here, this point tight end, pinning down this defensive end. The pull is this tight end looping around, and then the offensive tackle looping around to find work out here and create a crease for this toss play for the running back to go that way. So that's what a pin pull toss is. You're going to get the pin down and then the pull from the other tight end and the tackle. Bam, crease opens, and they get a nice play to start the drive. Now they come motion left. They've been running away from motion a lot. Now they're going to run to motion. They run power to the motion. Inside power. Bang. 1st down. They get rolling. They're not going to go some gimmicky crap on 2nd down. They're going to go get the 1st down. Move the sticks. Get 1st and 10. Now they come out. They change the personnel. Now they're in 11 personnel. Tight end. 3 receivers. Or am I an idiot? No, it's 12 personnel. My apologies. And now they're going to try and attack vertical. They get pressure. Mahomes is smart. He's patient. He takes the check down. He knows where he's at. Live to fight another down. They get 5. Bang. Now they're in 2nd down and 5. They play more disciplined football in this drive than did the entire first half. That's why they get points here. Now they're in 2nd and manageable instead of 2nd and long because Mahomes is disciplined, takes the 1st. Now they go jet motion. This is just a fantastic play by Nick Bosa. They snap with the jet here to try and get Bosa to hold. That's the idea here. Get Bosa to hold. You can see the crease. They're going to block up the Fred Warner. Here's the crease. Boom. Bosa attacks it, rides the line, hits him at the line of scrimmage. Fred Warner also does a good job beating his block. Now we've got 3rd down, and there's a false start. This is where kind of start to stumble. Can we bail ourselves out of a poor situation? 3rd and 10. A bunch of stuff going on inside here. They want to get that return. They want to get that deep over fake into a deep corner. Deep over fake into basically a flag route. These corners play outside leverage. Nothing is open. And they're just able to get Watson open with a little ad-lib move. Move the sticks. Get the 1st. Now they come out in empty set, 1st and 10. You got Oren Burks out here. Move stuff around. Make him occupied down here. When he bails, now we know, okay, we're going to get over the top. And then we're going to bend this down shallow. Mahomes just misses this throw. Throws it a little behind him. Still needs to get caught. Now they come out, hey, we got Oren Burks on a running back. We're going to get some inside movement here. Make Oren Burks go over the top of the tight end in the corner. We're just going to check it down to our running back. Pick up a solid 8 yards. Again, disciplined football. Take what the defense gives you. They start to piece stuff together on this drive. That's why they finally get points on this drive. Now here, motion across. Now we know it's man coverage. So now, what are we going to do man coverage on a short yardage situation? Pretty simple. Get upfield into his shoulder. Make him come underneath. Or if they switch, he bites inside. He comes underneath. And before he can react, they get the slant off to him inside. And that's all it takes for the 1st down. Bang, just that slight movement. He bails off of it. It's too late. And they grab the 1st down. Now 1st and 10. They've been running cover 2, too high safety shell again. Now you're going to put this linebacker who's got the Tampa position. So he's got to carry vertical because these safeties going to drop out. this way to defend vertical. He's got to defend deep middle. So what are we going to do? We're going to take Travis Kelce, outside release, bang, up the seam. Now he's got to take him, clear him out. And now we're going to put him in a bind. You know you're going to win inside leverage because he's playing off. You're going to run a curl or a hook and another hook right into the zone. He vacates. If he follows inside, you hit here. If he drops, which is what he does, just kind of buzz and read into that vertical hook, then you're just going to rip it right in here to this hook. Go pick up a nice gain. That's exactly what the Chiefs do. And again, just disciplined football. Pull guys vertical, take your checkdowns. Fred Warner reacts, makes a nice tackle, but it's too late. He's got space inside, and they get another nice play. Now here we go, 2nd and 1. This is where the 49ers defense finally stiffens. Throw that screen out here. Fred Warner blows it up, forces Rashee Rice inside. My apologies, this is not where they blow it up. Now they run a nice counter play. If this is Isaiah Pacheco, this probably goes for a nice gain. It's Rashee Rice running the counter. It doesn't really get the kind of action they want. Rashee Rice slips and falls a little bit. Now you've got 3rd down. You're going to run this choice and up with Kelce. Had he just ran a flat out route, you get this 1st down. Instead, the choice and up, it's not open. He plays over the top. They try to run a mesh. Fred Warner jams it. Now he has to go over the top of this. Doesn't get open. And then he just gets slammed. And that's how the drive comes to an end. But a much cleaner drive from the Chiefs than we had seen most of the first half. My key critique of the Chiefs offense in the first half is not play calling. It is 110% execution and, most importantly, physicality of the offensive line. The defensive line for the San Francisco 49ers dominated the first half of that football game. That is why they were up 10-3 at halftime. That is why the Chiefs struggled to move the ball outside of just 2 drives. The drive where they were able to get that deep ball that led to the fumble, and then the drive where they ultimately got a field goal. The only drives that they successfully moved the ball on. The other 3 drives were absolute duds. Big part of that, poor offensive line play. They got knocked back on multiple occasions. They found themselves behind the sticks, and then they weren't able to recover on 2nd down. Every time they got into a 2nd down and long, they would have a minimal gain on 2nd down and long to force 3rd and long, and then on 3rd and long, the 49ers defense would get off the field. That was the key issue for the Chiefs in the first half. Honestly, did not mind the play calling, but it is very difficult to call plays and get into a rhythm offensively when you're constantly behind the sticks. The key to getting into a rhythm is kind of like, okay, we won 1st down. My options are open on 2nd down. There's only so many 3rd and long plays you can go to that'll work for the Chiefs in the first half. Pretty much none of them worked except for the 3rd and 10 on the drive they ultimately got a field goal. That's about it. And even that play didn't really work play call wise. It was Patrick Mahomes being able to extend the play, get out of the pocket, and find a man open downfield to move the sticks. Other than that, they struggled mightily on 3rd down in the first half, and a lot of that can be attributed to offensive line struggles and the defensive line for San Francisco dominating the game, as well as linebackers playing fast and aggressive, especially early when Dre Greenlaw was still healthy. That is my Chiefs offensive breakdown for the first half of the Super Bowl. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and comment your opinions on my takes on some of the plays. If you agreed or disagreed with them, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon if you want to be notified when part 2 drops, when I break down the Chiefs' second half offense and when I break down the 49ers' first half and second half offense. Also, make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok, where I not only post clips of this, but I post kind of small clips talking about current news in the NFL or opinions on certain plays. I also post my breakdowns over there. So go follow me on all my social media platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, all at The Pocket Passer. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. And as always, I will see all of you in the next video. Peace.